Hello, this is the Cutting Edge Review, and I am your reviewer. And right now, I am doing Lethal Weapon 3, the next in the franchise. And about this time, these movies are making a whole lot of money, if you know what I mean. And, of course, Riggs and Murtaugh, a lot of the original characters come back, including Joe Pesci. And, you know, around this time, though, they were just kind of making these movies just for I kind of think the not the directors, but like a lot like the producers and stuff were making these movies because they knew these movies were going to make a whole lot of money. But you know, um, uh, outside from that, Danny Glover and Mel Gibson did a great job. Joe Pesci was tongue in cheek like usual, and he was like, okay. He was doing his little Italian thing, and then about this time, though, Lethal Weapon 3 kind of gave you like a teaser spoiler going on there because Rene Russo, if you guys know Rene Russo's work, powerful actress, very talented. And around this time, she was kind of, she was kind of coming up in the business a little bit. And I kind of think this movie helped her a lot because she had a lot of movies before this though, but she never really came out with such a really huge blockbuster like Lethal Weapon, and there was a really good cast. And basically, like I said, this is straight for the formula. It kind of stays in that realm, the cops and robbers stuff, the buddy cop action movies, and this movie is it kind of after this it kind of got a little for me because I love these movies, but to me, they kind of started to run out of ideas a little bit. And the only thing they had was just visuals and a lot of action, a lot of guns blazing, a lot of stuff happening. It's basically about a bad cop, and Riggs and Murtaugh have to stop him. And then he's building for some reason. He's thinking about Century 21 around that time, and then Danny Glover or more like Roger Murtaugh and Martin Riggs go in there and stop them. And Rene Russo kind of does this one scene where she goes, she starts kicking everybody's butt in the room. And around this time too, Mel Gibson starts to starts to feel his age. He's getting older. So Rene Russo's the new blood in this movie, and she kind of starts to kick. She kicks the butt on this movie, and it really displays her acting. I kind of think, I love the way the chemistry between Rene Russo and Mel Gibson on this movie, because it was kind of like, like, I don't know if you ever had a girlfriend where she was like, you guys didn't like each other at first, and you guys kind of argued a little bit, you guys were constantly getting into it, and then you guys were just a bunch of baloney because you guys ended up together. But anyways, that's kind of how it made me think of this movie. They kind of, and if you guys know that Martin Riggs loves the Three Stooges, where he does that with it. That one scene in the original Lethal Weapon movie where he slaps, he's buying drugs off these drug dealers. He's an undercover cop on there, and he kind of, like I said, what happens on this movie also. Murtaugh, he shoots one of his son's closest friends, and his son's closest friend happens to be a LA gang member, and then and he kind of hates himself for this movie. He feels like he killed that kid, but I mean, if I was a cop, somebody had a gun pointed at me, I'd probably want to shoot back a little bit. So, but anyways, I mean. This movie kind of plays off of real life. A lot of cops actually, speaking in a very respectful manner. Cops are doing a tough job out there, And then also I totally I'm from the hood, what I'm saying. I know what's up. I know I've been in bad neighborhoods. I had a pretty tough upbringing, but and I know what it's like to the only kind of family acceptance that you have is other gang members, and that kind of it gives you that notion though, and then and then Murtaugh kind of deals with the pain of shooting an 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid on this movie. And you know, and you guys know what happens next. You know, Riggs and Murtaugh totally kick some serious butt in this movie. So, you know, this movie, like I said, it kind of, I give this movie a 9 out of 10 because around this time, to me, they were kind of running out of ideas. But the movie did really well in the box office, and you know, I think it had mixed reviews from critics, and you know, it's 1992, so around this time, the early 90s already, and things were starting to change a little bit more. And I give this movie a 9 out of 10 because of that. But outside of that, I love Lethal Weapon. I love all 4 of them. And I'm going to do the next one right now, and I'll be back. This is the Cutting Edge Review, and I have your. I have your